Alrighty then, Steven Stiffdick, now's your time to shine. You've been religiously watching that One Isle of Man video for the past 3 months. You listen to the song in that video every time you haul ass down the interstate on-ramp, and you almost dragged me around a canyon once. So that means you're ready. You're ready for the Isle of Man TT Ride to the Edge video game. Man, I can't begin to tell you guys how much I look forward to this game. I am a huge fan of road racing and the Isle of Man, as well as pretty much all motorcycle games. So the second that this game released earlier this year, I bought 2 copies. One to play, and one to add to my Guy Martin shrine. After I cuddled and made love to the disc, I frisbeed it into my PS4, and gladly watched the inspiring introduction.
This is the Isle of Man TT.
Fucking nut. I've clocked in hours playing games like Ride 2 and MotoGP, so I thought this game was gonna be a piece of piss. Good god, looks like he just got back from a night at the pub. Hey, this guy looks clueless. I like him. Was that a fucking quad bike? Naturally, as I'm an expert, the first thing I did was take a full assist. And then it begun. The wait comes to an end. And then I fucked it all up. What the hell are you laughing at? You want some, you fat mannequin? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys this first. This is not an easy game. But before I get ranting on about that, let's take it back to the beginning. This is a full-price motorcycle racing game developed by Kyloton Studios, who brought you the game Motorcycle Club. A game so utterly shit it's damaging to the health of society merely by existing. So when it was announced that they'll be making this game, I was beyond a little bit nervous. One clarification I do want to make, this review is coming out quite a few months after this game was released, and there have been lots of updates that have fixed many issues, including animations. Anyway, this game features a variety of motorcycles from Supersport and Superbike classes, and after the latest update, it now features sidecars, which add a whole new horrifying element to this already challenging game. There really isn't a whole lot of different bikes by means of manufacturers, but each individual bike does handle differently. As far as track selection goes, you of course get the TT Mountain Course and various other fantasy tracks, which are actually really good and worthwhile exploring. They also offer what's called a mass start mode, which is basically a regular race. But with this game's physics, it's less of a race and more of a last man standing event. Speaking of physics, a huge part of creating a motorcycle game and making it good is getting the physics right, which in my honest opinion is nearly impossible to imitate through thumbsticks and trigger controls. You see, motorcycles require much more input from the rider to control through corners, whereas in a car you just turn the wheel and use throttle and brakes. On a bike you have to counter steer and balance the bike using intricate movements of your body weight and throttle control. So does this game feel realistic? In some ways, yes. The sense of weight that you get from the bike is great. You really do have to plan and prepare your movements before the corner comes, which is pretty realistic. So you're at the perfect amount of lean angle and speed before entering the corner. But apart from that, everything else feels a bit fucked. For example, one of the most frustrating things in this game is braking. For some reason, if you so much as even let a single neuron in your brain process the thought of even touching the front brake, the bike will go into initial D mode and send you straight into the closest hard object, which on the tracks that this game features is pretty much anything a centimeter off the road. This is especially prominent if you turn ABS and traction control off. The rear wheel will just slide out of nowhere and for no reason. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been on a good lap, like a good fucking lap, and then for some reason I hit a bump and the bike just spins out. And this game doesn't have a rewind feature. The best thing to keep yourself on the track is by using manual gears, because being in the right gear is incredibly important when it comes to getting around corners. And in a game as difficult as this, it's a necessary skill to master. But that being said, despite its difficulties, when you get it right, this game is incredibly satisfying. Flying through a fast section on the TT course at full speed with full confidence is a real thrill, and the sense of speed that this game delivers is something unmatched in gaming. Other modes in this game include a career mode. I wanted to name my guy Frankel Chlamydia, but I didn't know how to spell chlamydia, so I just named him Severe Constipation. Nickname, And of course, I wanted to give him the hammy motor colors. Orange, white, and black. What the fuck? That's not orange. It's brown. Oh, for fuck's sake. The career mode is pretty run-of-the-mill as far as racing games go. You buy a bike that you can't customize at all, and race in events that you choose via your email. Jesus Christ. That's pretty much it as far as content goes. So the replayability of this game really depends on how much you love riding the TT course, and crashing into walls, of course. I find riding around the course, trying to beat your quickest lap time, and just trying to master the physics is really satisfying for me. Even though this game can be as fun as banging your head on the corner of a door frame at times, it still can be a lot of fun if you're willing to put the work into it. So let's talk about the good. The graphics and sounds are top notch, and the level of detail around the TT course and fictional circuits are phenomenal, and the new improved animations are much more lifelike. The bad. Okay, the handling really needs work. I'm all for having a difficult handling model that's trying to be realistic. I think that's a lot of fun, but it can be downright unfair and impossible at times. And in a game that features tracks that require extreme precision such as this one, and the lack of a rewind feature is an extra blow. It would just take away a lot of some unnecessary frustration. I also would love to see more bikes in future installments, because while they do handle all differently, there just isn't as much variety. It would also be really cool to see a Joey Dunlop tribute. Alright then, you bunch of animals, that concludes my brief review of the Isle of Man TT game. Don't forget to dislike, don't comment, and of course do not subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time.